Fronsdal's teachings on guilt and remorse. Gil Fronsdal, a prominent teacher in the insight meditation tradition, draws on Buddhist psychology to make a clear and practical distinction between guilt and regret/remorse. This distinction is central to his guidance on emotional experience and developing a skillful response to past actions. Guilt is unskillful aversion and self-identity. Fronsdal's teachings view guilt as an unskillful or unwholesome state that is ultimately counterproductive to spiritual development and inner peace. Aversion/ill will. Guilt is fundamentally seen as a form of aversion or ill will directed toward the self. It involves a harsh self-judgment or self-condemnation. I am wrong. I am bad. Self-identity issue. He identifies guilt as a kind of self-identity issue. It moves beyond acknowledging a harmful action and becomes entangled with identifying the self as inherently flawed or wrong. This aversion to the self is a source of suffering, not useful. From a Buddhist perspective, Fronsdal asserts that it is never useful to feel guilt. It weighs a person down with the past and does not serve as a genuine motivator for positive change. Instead, it is a form of suffering, the second arrow of reactivity. Remorse/regret is skillful registering and forward-looking. In contrast to guilt, Fronsdal teaches that regret or remorse can be a healthy, appropriate, and skillful emotion. Registering harm. Healthy regret is an acknowledgement that an action has caused harm or wasn't right. It serves to register deeply that the action was unskillful and that one wishes they had not done it. It is an honest reckoning with the consequences of one's actions, non-clinging. The practice is to feel this regret without clinging to it, without drowning in the feelings. One sits with the feeling, applies mindfulness to it, and observes it as a natural, passing emotional experience. Forward-looking motivator. This regret then becomes a powerful, forward-looking motivator for ethical conduct. It is a registration of the past that inspires one to do better in the future and to resolve to act differently. It allows the past to serve as a guide for inspiration rather than a weight of condemnation. Practice. Mindfulness and non-reactivity. Fronsdal encourages a mindfulness practice to to skillfully navigate the experience of these emotions when they arise, permission and ease. When regret or guilt arises, one should simply sit with it, giving it permission to be there, without needing to pick it up, push it away, or judge its presence. Mindfulness of emotions. Bring mindfulness to the experience. Feel the sensation in the body and observe the emotion without reacting to it. The key is freedom from complicating the emotion with secondary judgments, the second arrow. Releasing grasping. The fundamental task of mindfulness is to help release grasping. Guilt is a form of grasping or clinging to a negative self-identity. By observing it non-judgmentally, one can relax the grasping hand and allow the emotion to move through without inhibition. The goal is to cultivate uncomplicated regret that leads to repair, learning, and renewed ethical resolve, while realizing that the associated baggage of self-judgment or guilt is an unnecessary and unwholesome addition. You can listen to one of Gil Fronsdal's guided meditations that touches upon related themes in Guided Forgiveness, a guided meditation by Gil Fronsdal. This video is relevant as forgiveness, both of self and others, is a key practice for moving beyond the heavy self-condemnation associated with unskillful guilt.